Hello, I'm Anthony Baker, CEO and founder of Satellite View. I've helped build and scale up several satellite companies, some of which have exited for over $1 billion. Satellite View is going to launch some unique infrared satellites that can measure the heat output from any structure on the Earth. This is useful for our customers for economic activity monitoring and environmental purposes. Satellite View is working with partners such as Surrey Satellite, University of Oxford and the European Space Agency to launch our first satellite in 18 months' time. Buildings contribute 40% of all carbon emissions, but many companies have pledged to get to net zero carbon. But right now, there's no way to verify the operational sustainability of a company. Every company has the same challenge. What is the current footprint? Where should we spend our first dollar to make it better? And did that spend actually make a difference? Satellite View has a solution. Today we are limited with visible imagery, but with Satellite View's thermal picture, we can create real-world building performance metrics. Our satellite has a unique infrared camera with 3.5 meter resolution, 40 times better than what's already available. And with our IP, we can calibrate and sharpen those images, produce 3D models and insights that our customers value. Our data provides critical insights for the SDGs. For example, our energy efficiency, we can detect urban heat islands and areas where there might be fuel poverty. We can verify the performance of net zero targets and identify pollution and thermal outflows. And in climate action, we can detect, identify and verify the impact and mitigation actions. We have commercial traction of over 130 companies with 24 letters of intent. Our camera is built and being flown on aircraft to collect early data. And we're developing our IP with the seed money that we have raised, ready for pre-launch contracts in next year and a Series A and ultimate launch of the satellite in 2022. We're looking for partners that add value to our data and to apply for grants with us, customers who value our insights, and investors to take us to the next stage.
Thank you so much, Anthony. So now the jury, if they have any questions, please raise your hands. Okay, so we have one question from the audience. What can we measure on Earth with the thermal imagery? Why do we need this?
Good question. So the purpose of our sensor is to be able to measure all the waste energy that we have. So right now, there's no way of measuring at a building level resolution where we're wasting energy and what needs to be fixed first. So with our data, you can do this in a standard way and see if companies are getting to net zero or not.
Very well, thank you so much. We have one question from Damien.
Yes, Damien from Workspace again. Just a question about the business model. In fact, I think your USP, if I understand properly, is the sensor, your camera, basically. And I'm not so sure. Are you willing to build your own constellations, or are you willing just to have a kind of payload that you will be able to embark in other platforms?
So we're looking at very high resolution, so 3.5 meters. So it dominates the satellite. So the satellite's the size of a minibar, and it's also an agile satellite, so it needs to be pointed in many directions in order to get the revisit rates that we're looking at. So we can host other sensors, but our sensor is not friendly to be hosted by others.
Okay. Thanks. you.
Thank you so much, Anthony. Thank you, Damian, for your question.